Hi all, in this video let's learn how NPM deduplication works. So we'll see what is deduplication and how it works. Firstly, we need to understand what is NPM. So when we do NPM install, it goes to a package.json file. It will see all the dependencies and it will install the dependencies one after the other. So if it is installing any of the dependencies here, so what does it do? Not just that dependency. If you are installing Vite dependency, so Vite is dependent upon other three dependencies like ES build, post CSS, and rollup. So all these three dependencies should be installed first, then Vite would be installed. So this is how the npm install works. When it installs, when we mention only Vite, it doesn't mean only Vite. We need to install these dependencies first, then Vite would be installed. So this is how npm installation works. So now let's see how the deduplication, what does the deduplication mean? So for example, assume this is our package.json file. In this, we have package A, package B, package C. If all these three packages are dependent upon Lodash, okay, but in package A, you'll be mentioning Lodash, its version. Package B, you need to mention its Lodash and its version, its dependency version. Package C is also dependent upon Lodash, and you'll install in this. So if this is a scenario, if npm install does, so this is what happens. Lodash would be installed three times for A, B, and C packages. This is what in general happens. But if you see, this Lodash version is compatible, right? So what does this deduplication does? So if you run deduplication, so it will move the compatible, only the compatible version. See here, if you see at a high level, all the Lodash versions are compatible. So that is the reason the Lodash will be moved to the root level of the node modules, root level of this node module, so that this version can be used by A, B, C now. Okay, all these three people can use this Lodash version. This is mean by deduplication. With this, what we are getting, we are eliminating the duplications. We are eliminating the duplicate packages to be installed, and the package installation is very fast enough. These are the benefits we'll be getting. Removing the duplicates, installation of the package will become very faster. So this happens only when the Lodash or any of the package is compatible. Okay, compatible in sense the versions should be compatible. Then only the deduplication moves this package to the root level of the package, root level of the package tree. Okay, so what does mean by compatible version? For example, here if you see, B is dependent upon C. Okay, D also dependent upon C, but B depends on 1.0.3 version and D depends on 1.0.10 version. Okay, so now these two versions of C are compatible. Means if I move the C version of 1.0.10 to the top level, root level, then the same version can also be used by the B. B also can use this version. Okay, so that is what the compatibility means. So the patch versions, if you are modifying the patch versions, it would be like a compatible. There won't be like big changes, breaking changes. So that is the reason now this, both this version is considered as a compatible version. So that is the reason when you do the deduplication, the C package would be installed at the root level of the package tree. So with that, the C package can be used by both B and D. So this is how the deduplication works. And if it is compatible versions, this is what it happens. Assume like if it is not a compatible. So in this case, package A wants the version 4 of Lodash, package B wants the version of 3. Okay, these two Lodash versions are not compatible. It means in the case of incompatible versions, npm will not do deduplication. Okay, it will not move anything to the root folder. Okay, it will have its retain all its versions to its own packages. Okay, whatever the version it has, it will install same version to that package. It will not move anything. So in this case, in few cases, what happens, it will move the latest version to the root of the level and it will install the older version or another version which is specifically needed for the B into that load modules. And here the reason why it moves to the latest version to the top is like in future, like anyone wants to install something. So again, it will check at the root level. If yes, it is there, then it will not install another copy of this Lodash. Okay, if there is an incompatible version, in short, if there is any of the incompatible version, then what does this npm does? It will retain the same versions for the packages. It will install the same versions. It will not remove the duplicates because those are not compatible. So it will retain the same versions. It means it will install the same versions which package B, package A is asking about. Okay. So how to do this deduplication? What are the commands? These are the two commands: npm d2, npm ddp. These two are the commands we need to have. Okay. So in order to do this like a deduplication, these two are the commands we need to have. So now I will let you know one important point. When you do npm installation, so deduplication will happens automatically. We no need to do anything. In order to do the deduplication, we no need to anything, because if you do npm install, automatically it does the deduplication. Then what is the purpose of these two commands? We talked about npm dedupe, and we talked about npm dedupe and npm ddp, right? Both are the same. Okay. Then what is the purpose, or what is the use case where I can use this dedupe? So there are certain criteria like where you can use. One thing is, if you are working on a legacy project, majority of the packages, dependency packages were changed, then there is an opportunity to reduce or re-optimize the node modules directory. Then in the legacy projects, you can do this npm dedupe. Then in that place, it will help us. That is the first place. And the second place, so if you consider node modules has like a more nested dependencies, if you feel like node modules having more nested dependencies, in that cases also, this npm deduplication works well. And the other case is like where if you manually change something in the package.json file. So if you, for example, I'm going to package.json file and I will manually modify any of the versions. Okay. When you do that, you will do npm install. Along with that, you need to do npm d2. Then only it will completely or full-fledgedly will again re-optimize the node modules. There are three scenarios. Again, I will explain. One is the legacy projects, and another one is manual changes. If you do any manual changes to the package.json file in updating the versions or adding the new packages, then after doing that, if you do npm dedupe, then it will help us to re-optimize the node modules structure, or it removes the duplicates. That is what the second. And the third one is when you feel like node modules is really nesting with a lot of dependencies, nested dependencies, then you can use this npm d2. These are the three scenarios where you can use this d2. And one more, like the last point which you need to remember why this deduplication helps is, so let me explain this point. So with the help of this deduplication, this is an optimization technique. Like you can improve the performance of the package installation. Okay, package installation will be very fast enough, and you are reducing the node modules directly. So with this, what happens? NPM deduplication. If you have multiple packages like this, it will npm deduplication. It will install only one package of Lodash, and it will move that to the root level of the package tree. So this is all about the npm deduplication and how it works when you can use that npm deduplication. By default, you no need to know that like when it will work, but it will work when you do npm installation. So how you can know like it is? So when you do npm ls, so you'll be given all the dependencies like this. If you do npm ls hyphen all, so now you can see a list of dependencies and dependencies. And here, if you see deduped, so next to the package, so it was deduped. It means npm installation, while it is installing the dependencies, it has already deduped. It has done the deduplication for all these packages. So this is what the dedupe mean. The meaning, if you see, this is deduped. It means like it has moved these to the root folder. It was already done by npm installation. So this is all about the npm deduplication. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thank you.